All right, what's up, everybody? Jeff Rich here as we kick off the top of the hour. This is a smaller group today than we normally would have because it was for the advanced AI reputation buyers. This is a private group, but we are streaming it based on kind of what they were able to share and what we were discussing as we get in. So we'll have people come in as we go. I've got some really cool stuff for you today. This is one of the 3 over-the-shoulder sessions of stuff that we are building for the company. And yes, we can outsource some of this, and we can do a lot of it for ourselves. But this is literally how you can walk into one of our programs, which is Reviewly.ai, whether you're an established agency and you use our AI reputation control training, or if you're a zero tech agency starting from zero, don't have any clients, and maybe you don't have an LLC or a brand yet, and you're looking to just get started, right? So we've removed a lot of those hurdles, and we released that about a week and a half ago or so, and it went really well with a lot of our current members either joining, and we've got some new members joining and things from there. And when I did the first training this previous Monday, because today's Thursday, after I had a spring break trip with my son and I on a little guy trip. The group said it was cool for me to share what we're doing, publicly in live. But the important part to know is that if you're on here right now, one of the things that I want to make sure that we cover and go through, or maybe you're watching this on a replay or anything like that, is you need to be in the program to actually get the assets that are going to be on the back end of this. The things that we're creating. I don't know where my notepad went for this, but things that we're going to be creating today. We're going to be using a program that I use on my Mac called Kite.video, and I'm going to work on live over the shoulder a 1 to 2 minute VSL to a small business owner, so they can understand who you are, what you do, and I'm going to show you where it's going to go on our site, and we'll get majority of the way through it to the point where I'm probably just doing some video editing and things like that from there. And this is something that I can go out, and I've actually been cold pitched by marketing agencies, video agencies, and things like that. Of we can build your videos, we can reset white label. We have somebody that does our internal trainings now. But this is a $1,500 product. If I went and actually had an agency, actually I had an agency out of LA reach out to me and say, hey, look, are you looking to have somebody redo some of your videos and things like that? And for a 2 to 4 minute video, so basically right in the window of what we're talking about today, I'm going to be about 90 seconds to 2 minutes today, but let's just call it a 2 minute video. They want $1,500. I was like, you know what? For the time and for what it is for me to do this and set it up, we'll take a look at it, right? Then they sent me the proposal and the onboarding form, and I looked at their onboarding form, like, I'm basically writing the video for you. I was like, I'm just going to do it myself. Like, I was like, I'm sorry, but like, for me to fill out all this information, I could actually complete the video faster than all your revisions, all the other stuff from there. Use some of the tools that we have. So that's one of the reasons why we got in. Oh, looks like Ernestine is from Maryland checking in. So let's see if that popped up. Yep. So let's see if we can make this a little bit bigger in here. All right, cool. So look like Ernestine. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from as we go. And then I'm actually going to try test something here a little bit. But let me move myself off my screen here, and I'm actually going to pull up in the top page here. How do we get here? Okay, so if you're watching this, if you went to reviewly.ai/control, you were part of our spring release program. Okay, you saw that. What's up, Brad from Illinois? We're talking about the futures of AI, online reviews, Google Business Profile reviews, and things like that. So I want you guys to be fully aware how this all works, and why we're releasing this right now. So I'm not going to go through, and this is not a pitch for everything that we do and all of our programs and products and stuff like that. Okay. But go watch this if you haven't before. And then looks like Elise says it's just spinning. Is everybody able to see this screen? If not, I'll make sure. Thanks, Elise, for letting me know that. I'll make sure that we are we're good to go. So I gotta wait a second because it takes about like 10 or 20 seconds for a comment to actually come through on StreamYard and on YouTube. Brad says we're all good. Okay, so at least it might just be you. We are recording this, and I'm going to show you guys. Oh, and what's up, man? Where this is all at. So, how do we get here? Okay. Actually, Elise, Owen, Brad, Evan. Evan, I just talked to Evan as a demo agency. He's coming on board with this program probably today or tomorrow. From there, he got to experience the conversational close today more than ever. We talked about this last Tuesday. AI has taken over of how businesses get chosen, and it becomes a recommendation layer at this point. Okay. Reviews are a cornerstone of that. I talked about that, right? We spend thousands a month on just AI SEO and reviews and things like that. So I want you guys to fully understand that this is not going away anytime soon. This is going to be a cornerstone because AI trusts all these signals. And if if you haven't seen this before, if you just go to reviewly.ai/control, you can see what it takes to get in. Okay. We're going through all the bonus pack stuff today. If you're seeing this and you've been in the program, you're not sure where you're going or you set up, the training is inside of the classroom here underneath the local AI authority system, reviewly.ai. We may change the name of this as we go in. This is the original welcome video. This is our StreamYard today. We've covered about what you get in the bonus pack. And then this was the call that we did earlier this week. Okay, this was our quick little onboarding call that walked you through how to get up to speed on Reviewly. And then phase 1, 2, and 3, these are all included. When you sign up, we unlock phase 1 immediately, and then 2, and then 3 a couple days later from there. So there you guys go. All right, that's some of the big things of getting in and how do we get here today and what are we setting up. So one of the things, and we talked about this, of what you guys get in the training course, right? You got the confidence booster pack. I talked about that in the last call. You're gonna get the physical product. These are still in production. The 2 review stands. You're going to get one of each of these. You're going to get the review stand in black and white, and our review plate, our review business card, and a review sticker. All of these have NFC and QR code except for the sticker. The sticker is QR only. And these are in production. So once these arrive in Phoenix, we'll ship them back out to you. From the guys in Phoenix, they're going to basically package it all up and ship it out to you. I would say another week or two, because I know that we had a question for in production we had to answer this morning. And today is being Thursday, probably get them sometime next week. So what we talked about, and the group voted on this last week, or actually earlier this week on Monday, was we can do an agency website, market materials, video deck, and things like that, DM outreach, sales decks. I'm going to show you how I build stuff for our company. We're going to teach you how to fish today. Okay. So the title of this is, how to build a profitable AI agency, step-by-step marketing system for beginners. Look, start with reviewly.ai. Start with the Zero Tech agency. Everything you need is in the school group. But today, what we're going to do is it's not even on here, which I guess I could have not given this to you guys, but I always would, is the white label video. Okay. So how many of you have actually created your own sales video for your webpage? Just put a yes or a no in the chat for me. That way I know. Okay. Because I want to make sure that when I talk to you guys, I kind of understand where you're at from there. And there's no harm, no foul with not having done it before. I started in video. My first product that I ever put out is because I was making affiliate money selling products on YouTube when YouTube was brand new, like less than 2 years old, and we called it quick video marketing. I probably should have stayed in that and never changed, because we're still doing quick video marketing, right? Little short 2 to 4 minute videos at the time. From there, Owen said he's done a couple doing my templates, and other folks have said no. So yeah, it is what it is. Okay. But I started using like advanced video editors and things like that, and then I get away from it. Obviously, this is essentially doing video marketing, right? Just turning on a camera, talking to you guys, and going through. But there's white label videos. There's things that we can do and we can give you to make it easy. All right. So I'm going to show you, even if you're a beginner like Ernestine here, don't worry about it. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm going to test something. They just put out a new widget system in here. I don't know how this is going to show. Oh, there it is. Cool. I actually have not ever seen this. So we're going to put this in the bottom right-hand corner. Put I guess a 1, a 2, a 3, or 4 in the chat. Literally, I just saw this 5 minutes before the call. I'm going to pop open the box, see what it does there. Nope, made me big. Okay. How many clients do you have? You're working on your first, put a 1. If you have 0 to 5, right? So I guess realistically 1 to 5, put in a 2. 5 to 10, put in a 3. And then if you have over 10 clients, put in a 4. I just want to test this just to see it. It literally just came out today, so I haven't even used it yet. Because I just kind of want to see where you guys are at. So we all start somewhere, okay? What I'm going to do on this is I'm going to show you how to be self-sufficient, how you don't potentially need me. And yes, do we provide you guys all the white label website, the tools, the landers, all that stuff in the school group for being part of as a review lead agency? Absolutely. Okay. You're going to get, actually in this course, if you're part of the advanced course, you're going to get the new website, which we'll talk about next week on Monday or Tuesday. You're going to get the video that we create, and I'll probably start into the editing process with you today, show you how I do it. I'm not going to teach you in depth of how I use Kite.video, because at that point we're just using the app, and I probably get some sensitive stuff off of my screen to put into the video from there. But we're going to come up with a video today, and then we have the DMs and the outreach, I think, on Tuesday. Okay, so you can see that we've got, while we do have a smaller group today, you guys are basically less than 10 clients. Okay, from there. I can tell you that obviously we have a little bit more than 10 clients as we go in. Actually, I'm going to stop the poll from there. And I don't know where that pops up for you guys, but that was pretty interesting to see that. We have everything you need. Okay, so we're going to get you guys in. We're going to go through it. And while there's a smaller group today, you're going to watch everything that I do. And then if you're part of the program, it will go into the replay on school. You'll have this video plus the materials, plus when I finish the video, you will have access to that video as well from there. Okay. And it looks like if you guys were typing it, it actually put it in the chat, which I don't agree with. I won't put that up on the screen. So it actually shows who was typing what, but I don't know if that was exactly how it worked or not, but okay. So I might not use that in the future because I don't think it's necessarily fair if I'm going to ask that type of question. So awesome. All right. So let's dig into it. I'm going to move myself off of my own screen, and then I'm going to pull up the page that we're going to use. Here's the video that we're creating today. Okay. This is a 5-minute video. This is like my longer demo that I had done probably a year, maybe 18 months ago or so. Actually, no more than October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, no more than 18 months ago. So this video is, year to year and a half old, because I can assume this is my office in Phoenix, is where I was set up. And then Owen says the results don't show up in my chat, just the window on my screen. Yeah, but you guys are typing. Oh, so you guys are typing in numbers. I could see your number, Owen, is what I was saying. I don't know if everybody else can publicly see it. So, cool. Thanks for letting me know. So, what we're doing is over the next couple days, we're going to be building the materials, the new landing page, the updates, and all the information that I am going to be updating on our site as we go through. So the first thing that we wanted to do was go in and update this video, because this video is probably a little bit outdated based on everything that I have. My team has gone in and they've actually updated the website, and they're like, yep, the last thing we need to do is go in and change the video, right? Because now we're at 100 countries, as you guys learned about. We have the advanced AI, we have multiple locations, um, things like that. So reply to reviews on the go, boost your Google rankings, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So advanced SEO keywords, things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the process. Okay. I'm just going to work and talk you guys through everything that we're getting going and ready to move through, so you understand how I would actually build this video. Now, as I talk about how I'm going to build the video, I want you guys to understand something. Okay. I can't put every feature in here. I can't put every little thing that we do, because that's a full training series. That's a demo. That's a webinar. What I would do with that is, in part of the sales process, record or have a deck, which you guys already have access to, my current sales deck that I use for agencies and businesses when I deem it necessary. I do not use the deck and say things word by word, line by line anymore. You can, I have, it works. It just takes a little bit longer for the demo to happen. And at this point, because of how robust our website is and some of our marketing, most folks have a handful of questions that they want to have answered before they actually meet with you. So by providing a video like the one we're going to create today, you actually can have them fully ready to purchase with maybe some clarifying questions. And I don't need to give them the full 20, 30-minute long pitch as we go. I just need to cover the important pieces, and I give them the main features. What's important to them? Why are they on the pricing page? Why are they looking at the website from here? So I want to talk about three big things, and I have my little notepad that you guys will see here, and I'll tell you what it is. Okay. And I keep this on my desk, although the glue is getting old here. We talk about the feature. Okay. The feature and the problem it solves. Okay. That's the first thing. The second thing that we want to talk about that's on this little notepad here is, what's the payoff, right? When it solves the problem, what is the payoff that feature solves? And I put it in plain English. Okay. So the feature and the problem it solves is number one. Number two is the payoff in plain English. Okay. And number three, how can I explain that to an SMB, to a small to medium business owner, to a business owner? Okay. So, and it might kind of fit into the first two, but let's just talk about our AI assisted review responses to Google reviews. Okay. Feature is, we have the ability to text new reviews to the business owner directly to their mobile device right there on their phone. Okay. The problem it solves is that business owners are on the go. They're not checking their email. They are not logging into the account, nor do they really want to log into the software, to be completely honest with you. So what it solves is, we actually provide them the review and the ability to respond to the review while they're on the go. The payoff is that the business owner is able to respond to the review quickly, so the customer feels heard. They're ticking the activity box on the Google business profile that Google expects them to, right? And then future customers, it helps increase conversions because they see the business owner is responding to the reviews. All they've really done is here saying it in plain English and how to explain it to the business owner. If you can respond to a text message, you can respond to a review and get rewarded by Google. That's it. Simple. It's easy. Things like that. Dave's here, so we can get started now on the main portion of it. He let me know. Just kidding. Does that make sense to everybody? Put a yes or a no in the chat of how I explain that to you. Now, do I explain it in that like slow, great detail all the time? No, but I basically say, hey, look, we're going to text you the review. You can respond while you're on the go. This makes it so you don't ever have to log in the software if you set up the automations and use our physical devices. That's the kind of conversation that I have with the business owners from there. So if that makes sense, give me a yes in the chat, and then we'll keep pushing from there. Owen says makes total sense. Great. So that's good. I want to make sure that you guys say full screen hides the chat. Cool. All right. Yep. And Brad says yes. It's well. Awesome. All right. So let's get into it. I'm going to move myself off my screen, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the screen back up as we get in. All right. So this is the video that we're going to give it to. So how do I feed this? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go in, and I have a couple things. Number one, I have a Reviewly brain. Okay. The last update for this was right after I moved, so several months ago, which means that I need to feed it more information. Okay. It doesn't have our latest updates or features and things like that. So what I need to do is I actually need to go in and update this brain with our latest webinar. Okay. So I'm going to go into, actually, let me get off, put myself on the screen here real quick. I need to go in my GoToWebinar, and I need to go grab the transcript from the call that we did last week. Let me just go to my video library, go to my past events. I can go into my starting now. And actually, I need to go to videos. Okay. And then I'm going to show this now again. So now I'm going to go through my previous one right here. I got my 2020 spring release, right? And the local AI authority. So I think these are the ones that we had. This is the one. Trying to make sure I do the right one. This is a Tuesday. All right. So this is Monday's call with everybody. This is the call I want. I'm going to go in. I'm going to do edit transcript. I'm just going to go grab my transcript here. Okay. So the first things first, I need to update the Reviewly brain. Okay. Yes, we recently, and a couple things that I can do is I can actually go in and I can adjust the settings. Right. So I can go in and edit the GBT, but we're gonna get to that in a second. Okay. Let me just put the stop sharing screen thing out of my way. Okay. Recently, had a major update. So this is where you guys are going to just watch me work over the shoulder as we go. Okay. So this is how I'm going to be doing it. We update to the software. Here is the transcript from the call. One of the big things when you're prompting and giving it into giving updates is you want to tell it what to do. Actually, I want to put myself back on the screen here as well. Sorry. One of the big things is you want to tell it what to do and what not to do. Okay. So I'm going to zoom in here a little bit on this so you guys can see a little bit more about what we're doing. Okay. But you want to tell it what to do and what not to do. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to just kind of give it this and then have it update because it's got pricing and things and stuff in there that may not make sense. So from this transcript, I want you to lock in on all the new updates and features for our spring 2026 update, right? And list them to me in priority order. Okay. I want it to tell me what it actually is using from the transcript, because sometimes it'll hallucinate, sometimes it'll give you information from here. And you're probably wondering, like, well, Jeff, do you use Claude? Do you use ChatGPT? Do you use Gemini? I use them all, but mainly for Reviewly, copy, VSLs, this kind of stuff. Right now, I'm still using ChatGPT because I can share some of this stuff with you guys, with my team and things like that. We are moving deeper into Claude for some Claude code and things like that. But honestly, I'm a middle adopter. So while a lot of that stuff is really good, I'm not just rushing to get into it to be like one of the first to teach other people how to do it. I'm using it for our business and moving from there. Okay. So we're telling it to list of priorities. Do not include any of the pricing, packaging in here. You can talk about the Zero Tech Agency when we are discussing agency features. Okay. From here, and then what else do I want it to give me? So I need a list of priority orders of items from here. And then from there, once we do that, I will have you give me a spring 2026 release PDF I can add to this brain. And then I'm just going to drop it in there. We're going to keep it simple. I just put all the text in here. Let's see what did it. Did it all into a text field. I can show the text field. Everything's in here. Cool. It was an hour and 45-minute call, so we are good to go. Now I'm just dropping it in here. Okay. So what I'm going to do while it does is I'm just going to let it work over here. And while it does this, I'm letting it think, and you can see that it's actually pulling in product changes, and it's dropping everything in here. So I'm going to let it work for a little bit. And while it's working, you can see the little stop button right here. I'm not even sure which model chat this one's using. It's not really that important right now. What I'm doing is I'm trying to pull everything out of that call of all the important stuff. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to then have it learn some of the updates on the new website. And then we're going to take it and put it in my Jeff Hershey brain from there. When I update this Reviewly brain, how many of you want this Reviewly brain? Put brain in the chat, or put me in the chat. I don't care. Just put me in the chat, and I'm going to update this. And then I'll make sure that you guys get this. Okay. What I'll do is I'll actually put it into the members area under today's call. Then actually we're going to add a page here. Again, this is just you guys watching me work on how I would work. Obviously, I wouldn't be talking, and I'd be working a little bit faster. But we'll put the Reviewly brain here. Add resource link. Reviewly brain. Okay. And actually, I'm just going to share this because I think I can update this anytime. So I'm just going to copy link. Okay. And then I just put this in here. I'll come back and get it later. Make sure it's good. Okay. There we go. That's saved. Cool. All right. Boost my brain. Update me. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. And some of you already have it. Oh, and you might have it. I don't hide this, but I have given this to folks before. But for those of you new, you've never been around, you're going to see the same 5, 10 different things from me. You should, because that means that we're actually using it in part of our process from there. Okay. So now let me go back to our chat for the Reviewly brain. So advanced AI reputation control engine, the core spring release theme, more advanced AI layer. Actually, hold on a second. I need to put myself smaller on this. My apologies from here. Okay, there we go. You guys should be able to read this. More advanced AI layer, system designed to help business more findable, recommendable by AI. Review responses are no longer just active replies. Reviewly is moving a simple review management system called reputation engineering. Yep. Umbrella update, SEO optimized review responses. Yep. AI responses for silent 5-star reviews. Yep. That's a little feature that we had. Personalized review reply by SMS. Yep. The owner can edit before posting now. That was a major update that we did. Multi-location management as well. Role-based permissions. Yep. Clone copying. Yep. Review snapshot. Yep. Global expansion. Yep. 100+ countries. We've had some of this since last quarter, but we just re-rolled it all out with the spring. Automatic language detection, multi-language AI conversions, web-based feedback, huge new feature for global, for non US companies, and then device setup overhaul, right? So the quick click for scan and setup, and then the universal QR code, expanding integrations from here, and then this is now the white label stuff. Okay, so this all makes sense. Okay, I need to make changes. We're going to X that out. We had PayPal for the zero tech agencies, and then the clean from here. What I would leave out entirely, right? Not mentioning this. Cool. Yes. Next step, we're turning this into a clean spring 2026 release note structure, so the PDF is polished. Yes. Let's do that. I like the output and need a PDF for spring 2026 release. Now, big thing here. Okay. I'm happy with this. If I wasn't happy with this, let me make myself a little bit bigger. If I wasn't happy with this, then what I need to do is go in and tell it what I want, right? That's one of the biggest things. AI and chat and Claude is not always correct. Matter of fact, Meta right now is taking one of my clients and has them in the medical industry when they are not. And we went and figured out that it's hallucinating. I mean, this company pays tens of thousands of dollars a month for PR, backlinks, SEO, AI SEO, ads. Like, I mean, they're spending 6 figures a month on ads alone. And then all of a sudden, launching campaigns on Meta, and it's like, oh, well, they're in the medical industry. And we're like, where did that come from? We can't find it anywhere set up. And then we started doing research. And so now we're creating content of what it can't do. So AI is not always right. But when it's something very clear and cut and simple like this, you can actually move forward quickly. Okay. So yep. So we're gonna do this like the output. I probably should have told it to do that while I was giving you guys that little story. And what it'll do is it basically go in, and I just basically told it, so I like the output, and we'll go in, and it's just going to give us a clean styles note PDF. Looks like it's going to get some code. It's going to read it. And then what I could also do is I could just copy and paste all these features into a PDF and put them up there too. But looks like it's doing it. No citations. Just go ahead and just creating this. It's just going to create a little transcript, give me a polishing report. These are all some new things that I have not seen chat do before, because I don't usually have it make me do PDFs. So you guys see this is constantly updating, right, as you get in. So as we get going. All right. So you got the custom page template. All right. So this thing's taking a sweet time as we get in, but it's working from here. What I'll do is I'm actually going to go into the edit section, and I'm going to show you guys while it's, oh man, hopefully I didn't just mess that up. Hold on a second. Let's go. Oh, no, we should be okay. It's still doing it. All right. I was like, hopefully I didn't just mess that up. I need to create 3 door. It's still actually going through and doing this. All right, let me just go into the Reviewly brain over here. Hold on a second. I don't want to delay this. So let's just go. I think I just put it in here. What's working? All right. I'm going to go into edit the GPT. And then what you can do is you can see, let's update. We're going to do this, what we're going to call it 9 April 2026. I just put the date in there because if I came in here, I would potentially not know the last time I did that update. Okay. Right. So I give it all my information, all that. This is my fall 25 updates. You can see the PDF that I put in here. Right. It'll download it and you can see kind of what those updates were. So I can always go back and refer to it. And then let's just pull that open. And you can see that this is what we did, right? So there's some things in here. We set it up, and then let's go ahead and see if it did it. Here's the PDF. Download the file. Yes. And then I'm going to have it create me the tighter version just to kind of see what it does here. And then let's go ahead and see what we did for our spring 2026 release notes. And it created me this absolutely gorgeous PDFs. Actually, that's really nice for what it did. That's pretty cool, right? So now it went in, and you guys might not be able to see this, but it went out and created me a nice little PDF of what's changed, what's excluded. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead. I'm actually going to send this exact document to my team and show it to them. Like I literally just drag and dropped it in there. I'm not even I just drag drop. I'm not going to tell them anything. They'll know exactly what it is from here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go in. I'm going to go back into it's still creating this report. It's going to take a few minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the file. I'm going to take where are we? Downloads. Was it the Reviewly? Yeah, so there's a Reviewly. Okay, cool. There we go. Now we're uploading the spring release from here. Okay. And then now you guys have the updated version of this with all of our latest features. So now you can use this. So now I can copy the link, right? And then I don't see why I can't do image creation either, but let me set that up. Okay. So let me just make sure that this is the right one. I think it's the same link, but I'm not going to go in and figure it out. There it is. Actually, it's not. So now you guys have that. And then if you click on it, you have the latest version. So, and you now no longer have the latest version. This is the latest version. Okay. From there. So now what I want to do is I want to go into the Reviewly brain. You've got the different things that we've got. We're not gonna go through and just go download a bunch of PDFs, but let's see what this one looks like real quick. And this is actually top 10 memory list. So that's actually pretty cool. So we're going to save that one too. I'm going to move that off to the side for right now. So now we're going to go in the Reviewly project. Okay. So this is my Reviewly project. So you can see that I'm doing like my different things that are in here from here. So this is where I actually go in, and you can see I have different project settings. These are just my own little Reviewly project things where I do different setups. I can do sources. So I'm actually going to add and upload my sources from here. And then I'll do the fall one too, just in case it wasn't in there. And I've got some psychological triggers and stuff that we use. So we add those sources in just so that they're in this group from here as well. And then we're going to go into my writing engine from here. Okay, this is where we're going to start to build the actual video. Okay, so I pulled content from the webinar. I've pulled content from my site. We're actually going to put it in here in just a second. And now I've given you my ChatGPT. I'll give you this custom one as well. This is the one that I use for my own style. Okay, this is exactly how I write my emails, VSLs, funnels, posts, everything from here. I will give you this as well, so you guys can write this setup. So I think the chat might update. Owen, you have to check it out. I'm the owner of the chat, and I actually don't really use anybody else's chat, so I don't know. It's been a while. Okay, so Owen, check it out and let me know, and then you check yours out. But it should update to the right date. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to ask it because it's in my own chat, right? And then actually, hold on a second. I'm going to actually give you guys, let's see here, resource file. I'm going to do, well, there you go. I actually gave you the spring 26 release notes as well. Okay. So you guys have that in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to my chat and be like, all right, so I just updated the Reviewly project because it's in my own chat, right? You guys can just give your setup and share, copy link. Oops, shoot. Hold on a second. I go back over here. I just updated the Reviewly project and this brain, and I'm going to give the link to the brain. Okay. And then I'm going to test it. Can you tell me the top features in the spring 26 release? That's it. Let's just see if it can do it. It does not. See it? See this right here? So it doesn't have it. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm actually going to go into my project here. Okay. Go into my Reviewly project. And I'm going to say, we are going to use my Jeff Hershey style from this chat. And then we're going to go here. Copy. That's the brain. And the brain here. Where's this? Go in. Why is this not? I'd be able to share it. Why is it not letting me share it? Copy link. Okay, good enough. There you go. Brain here. Let me know the top features from spring 26 release. All right, there we go. Let's see. It should be able to grab it. Yep, here we go. So now you guys can see the different tiers, SEO. This now proves to me it knows what I'm saying. If we had started in my chat over here, which now is gone, we started in that chat, we would have gone down a completely wrong road, right? So you always have to test and validate from here, right? This is exactly what we talked about here. Okay, so now I'm inside this chat. So what I want to do is inside this project, which I think I'm inside the Revealy project right now. Yep. I would start your own project and then start putting everything in there. So I am building. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me start real quick. I want to give you guys a thought process on this. Okay. I know what I want out of this right now. I told you guys I want a 1 to 2 minute video, 90 seconds to 120 seconds, which is 90 seconds to 2 minutes. A video VSL explaining the angles, the features, the benefits of the problem it solves, the payoff in plain English, how to explain it to an SMB. Okay. Using the key features, right? So you can, if you have zero idea of what you want to do in this scenario and you're not sure, what you can do is just simply ask chat. Okay. So that's what we're going to do right now is I'm actually just going to ask chat. Okay. I need to make a VSL for my software. Help. That's it. We'll just put that in there. Okay. We're going to be very, very basic with this. Okay. Normally I'm going to tell it what I want from there. Okay. Cool. So now chat is going to stop me and it's going to try, right? Don't make this a feature video, make it a decision video. Okay. So this is actually, I don't know if this has to do with the way I prompted stuff. Not here's what it really does. Here's here's why staying where you are is costing you every single day. All right. So this is going to try to create me a full video, and it says Hershey style. So I know it's pulling from my prompts, right? It's pulling from the Jeff Hershey writing engine. Okay. And it's going to actually go through and pull this. Okay. So now I am looking for a short lander video. Then we can get to this. Something 90 to 120 secs. There you go. Here you go. It's actually now. Look, the other thing too, I want you guys to understand is chat in a lot of cases here is always going to hype you up, tell you you're right. Not many times does chat say, whoa, 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 you're wrong. Or like, let's not do this. Okay. It's kind of like your hype man or hype woman. It's like, yeah, let's go. Okay. Think about it with logic, right? So, we told it we wanted, now we're going to create a shorter video. This is just a quick scroll stopping curiosity, click the video, learn a little bit about more, and then take the trial. Okay. Now we'll build a longer one for sure, but that's what this one's meant to do. Okay. So full script. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull this in. Let's see what it does. Okay. How many customers picked your competitor because they had more reviews? Not better, just more proof. Here's the part. You don't have a traffic problem. You have a trust problem. Okay. Every day that you're not collecting reviews, you're losing customers. In 2026, people don't search anymore. They decide. And what do they decide on? Reviews, responses, activity. If you're not controlling that, you're invisible. That's it. Like exactly what I said inside of the webinar on the control page, which is great. Solution. That's exactly why we Revealy automatically captures reviews, responds using AI, and turns every review into visibility signal. No chasing, no awkward asks. And there's a mechanism here. Tap, scan, text. Okay. The review done in seconds. And even if they leave a blank 5-star, we can turn it into a trust building asset. So now in this case, oops, sorry. In this, let me go back. Sorry, somehow I accidentally clicked something went down. In this case right here, I know that it actually listened to what I said and actually pulled from the call in the webinar, because this is stuff that I only said on the call. I've never said this to chat before. Okay. Meanwhile, your competitor is here and it compounds. So here's the move. Get this, watch what happens in the next 7 days, or keep guessing. Okay. You speak slower than you think, slightly. So it's giving me some hints on deliverability from here. So these are the big things. Okay. Meanwhile, competitors stacking reviews every single day, and that gap, it compounds. Okay. So I'm looking at this. Does it give me features? Does it tell me a lot of stuff about what it does? No. What it's doing is it's pointing out a problem, talking about how it solves it, payoff in plain English, and then how to explain it to an SMB, right? Does it do those three things? Takes care of some of the positive things. Okay, cool. That's awesome, Gary. Does this actually give you guys a warm fuzzy of like, this is a video that I could use to get somebody to try my review rush program? Give me a yes or a no in the chat. Does this video for a quick and easy 2-minute video help you guys understand how I would make this work, so that somebody lands on the page, they're scrolling my site, they watch this video, it calls out the problem, talks about the pain point, explains how it's solved in plain English, and then what the benefits are from there. You're going to be seen more. You're going to see more traffic. You're going to get more results from there, right? That's what we're looking to do with this as we go. So the yeses are coming in, which is great. So you guys get it from there. Okay. So I've given you the chats that we use so far. Let me go ahead and make sure that I give you the Jeff Hershey chat. So as you can tell, in that case, I need to go back here. Go this way. I need to go back into GPTs, the Jeff Hershey chat. Let me just copy link. I'm going to put this into this one hasn't really changed. Add resource link. Okay, there you go. Save. That is now in session 2 for you guys that are in the local AI authority system from here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this. I'm just going to copy the whole thing and put it in there for you. Okay. And then we'll come back. So let me just do this before I forget, because otherwise I'll never add it in there for you guys. Let's just go ahead. Let's just do. Oh, okay. There we go. Now let's go to File, Export to, PDF, Save. This is a desktop. Excel. Review link. Cool. All right. So there's the goal. There's that. Let me now go upload this source file. Output. Okay. So now that I've done that and I've added it to this for each and every one of you, they can go in there, grab it as part of the program. If you're in the advanced AI and you've upgraded using the control page, could you do what I've done so far today? Okay, give me a yes or a no in the chat. If you could take the custom chats and maybe edit this, make it for yourself, set it up for your own, and then go from there, and then check to see if it checks the questions, right? Hey, problem it solves, right? Payoff in plain English, how to explain it to the SMBs from there. Okay, got yes coming in, which is great. Cool. All right. Let's see, you guys. Got a bunch of yeses coming in on. I'll make this tall. There you guys go. I like that. Maybe it's regular. There we go. We'll see more. I don't know if you guys can see that as clear as I can, but it looks like set up. There is going to be a recording. This is not pre-recorded. We'll have a replay on this for you as well. It'll be in the members area. So if you are a member of the updated, actually here, let me just put the Lovable link in here in the chat for everybody. Oh shoot, I lost it. Hold on, I lost our screen. There you go. I'll put it in the chat for everybody, and then you guys can go grab it. Okay, that's the upgrade link for there. All right. So if you could go in and walk through this, you can now customize it for yourself as well, right? So this gives you the ability to go in and to customize this specifically for yourself. Now, a couple things that I do want to talk about. Okay. So it's going to say delivery. Okay. You can go use 11 Labs to do your voice. You can go use Gamma to do a deck if you want with this. And I teach a lot of that inside the course from there. Or you can use HeyGen, right? And create it with a deck and audio and slides and all that kind of stuff from there. And actually just replace your voice or use another one that's out there. Okay. So take some of the delivery notes that are in there. So we'll just use this. If you don't like this video script, then go in and tell chat, I don't like this script. Here's what I don't like about it. And it'll probably be like, you know what? You're right. Okay. Well, in that case, you're not happy, right? Make sure it's the way you want it. This is my style. This is the way I write, right? Tell it your own style, write your own script. Okay. From there, if you want to know how I prompt my different brains, tell chat to give you what the actual admin edits are for each individual custom GPT. Hey, give me an output so I can clone this for myself and make it my own, right? And then you rename it, reset it, and do it your own. I think you pay like $20 a month for OpenAI, so I'm not paying anything significant on any of this, okay? So if you don't like this, you don't like the scarcity mirror, you want to create your own thing, then change it, okay? I always like to read some of these notes at the end. You've given me some kind of visual, simple edit plan. It doesn't know what I'm using. Okay. So I'm going to talk about that here in a second. We're going to do a little bit more work. I'm going to show you guys how I would actually go through. From there, you're welcome, Ernestine. From there, Google, the hook, the pain, the reframe, right? The solution, the mechanisms, CTAs, things like that. Alternate hook options. What is a hook? It's the first couple seconds of the video to get you to hook you in to watch it. Okay. Competitors aren't better than you. They just have more reviews. If your Google page isn't growing every week, you're falling behind. Businesses don't lose customers, they lose decisions. Okay. What it's telling me here, though, is also don't list features, don't talk too fast, and do not over explain. Okay. This is how the video should feel for a VSL, for a quick little 90-second video. Now, when we get into the webinar, we get into 8 to 10 minutes. Now we start talking about features and benefits, things like that. But this is just to get them set up. Now, what you can do is it gives you some ideas, right? You can also ask it, tell it what you like, don't like, tell it, hey, I'm trying to do this. Have a conversation, treat it like it's an employee of yours, and you're trying to educate them to get them to understand who you are and what you do from there. Okay. So now for me, what I need to do is I actually need to go in and I'm going to make the video using a program called Kite.video. Right now, I think it's PC only. I am an early adopter on it, thanks to Dave Calafiore, who sent me a link to it. I was buying tons of video programs and video editing and things like that. What does a Kite video look like? Well, I'm going to show you guys what a Kite video looks like. It looks like this. This video right here on the loudaf.ai homepage, this exact video was made using the program I'm about to show you. Okay. So we took some of the stuff that they've got in here, and I went out and used this as part of the template that I used to go out and create this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go in, I'm going to take Okay, I'm going to open it. It was open before, so hopefully it didn't crash or it updated. It's a Mac only as of right now. I think it's PC coming soon kind of deal. You don't need to use this one. You can use HeyGen. You can see actually I've got some projects in here, right, from the last 2 months. You can create a new project. You can go through and set everything up to go in. And this is going to take a little bit of time. So what they have, and what I think this is really good with this, is they have a couple of templates. Okay. So you have simple recording. I can't zoom in on this, I don't think. Let me see. I can't. So blank project, feature update, feature launch, dev, mobile app, and some simple recording. And then I don't know why crypto co is on there, but whatever. You start with every template you want. Okay. The feature one that I created was this. Like, this is exactly what you guys saw with Loud AF. Like, so this is like unveiling the curtain, right? Like a lot of this, if you went to loudaf.ai right now, you'd see that this is the video that we made. I spent like 2 nights just screwing around after hours with this. And Dave's like, oh, we make a video with it. I'm like, yeah. And the next day I'm like, here's your sales video, dude. And it worked out great. So this is something where I could go and I just basically start from scratch. So you have to have a Mac for this to work, right? But there's also programs like HeyGen that are out there. Okay, this one also does do voiceovers, but there's these different screens and scenes that they use. And I know this would be hard for me to show you guys of how I actually do it. So I want to show you how I get to this point. And you can see we get different gradients. You can pick a different theme on here, right? So I need to figure out like what my primary color is, and I need to go in and figure out what my my color scheme would be for my company, right there. So, and actually we need to upgrade to a team account if I want to start sharing things, which, I'm just using it on my own, but I can import my logo on here and then walk through. So I'm not going to go through it and show you guys like every little step of the way with this. But what I do want to show you is I have the ability where you can see on each of these small little clips, it has text in here, or I can add, right? So I can add different text. This one needs to go though. I can delete it. It's just right out. This is the audio, right?
Trying to do X, but struggling with problem 1. Trying to do X, but struggling with problem 1.
So what I'll do here is I'm actually going to move that. I'm going to show you guys what I would do in this case is I'm going to do short little clips, right? I'm going to take that. I'm going to put it into here. And let's go ahead. Why it's not letting me edit this? Why do I have 0 credits in my voiceover? Interesting. That's Tyrell. He's the one that I've been using. You can see these are all pulled in from 11 Labs from there. I'm not sure why. I haven't used this in a while. We might have changed the plan. But out of character credits, what? Each character letter number. All right. So I guess I ran out of the credits of this system. Interesting. So maybe Kite.video may not be the one that I'm using moving forward, depending on the product and the payment level that they require from here. Because in the past, I was able to use this video and go through, and then we changed plans. And then we downgraded back from like a big team plan down to just a single location from there. So what I do now is I'm probably going to go take this and put it either HeyGen or contact their customer support, and then put the video transcript in there, and then overlay some of the screenshots that we want, and then put it into the process of creating that video. So is everybody good with understanding how I created this video script that I can then either give to a video editor, hire somebody on Upwork, or put into 11 Labs or something like Kite.video, and then get it to be able to work for yourself and go there and edit it from there. Give me a yes or a no in the chat if you guys see how we were able to make that work from there. And then the next question is the video script good for what we're using in setting this up? Does this make sense to you? If the video script is good, put good in the chat as well. Yep, I got yeps and yeses. I know I asked that question like a minute ago, so we got to go from there. Cool. Yep. Yes. Great. Put those up on there so you guys are good. Okay. And then Brad says good as well. I don't know how long these take to pop up, but you guys are obviously doing a good job in the chat from there. So here's what we're going to do. Okay. Since script is good. Awesome. Thanks. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stop today's call here. I'm either going to go upgrade Kite or go into 11 Labs and HeyGen and work on getting you guys a product video by the next time we meet, right? Monday or Tuesday of next week. This will be done. And then you will have a white label video that's 2 minutes long. Pictory.ai is not bad for creating videos. Okay, cool. Let me just write that one down. Pictory.ai. All right, I'll write that one down. We'll get going from there. And then what I'll do is I will create the video, give it to you guys, and then if I can create a project that gives you that video or whatever, you're good to go. But one final thing I do want to show you is everything from today. If you are a member of reviewly.ai/control, right? You went into that page and it loads up this. If you purchase this upgrade, either last week or today or anytime in the future, and you go in here, you will see that you already have access to the Reviewly Brain, the Spring 26 release notes that we created live on this call, writing engine, which is what I use, and the example chat output, right? That is the actual, hold on a second. I'm going to change that. Hold on a second. I'm going to edit this. I don't like the way that sounded. So I was confused, and I'm the one that did it, right? So that's part of the problem of doing this live is, all right, so example chat script. Oh, see, I still messed it up. Example, there we go, VSL script from chat. That makes the most sense. Okay, example VSL script from chat. You guys will have that as well. Done. And then when I'm done, I'll post the video in the group. I'll let you guys all see it, and then we'll go from there. So, any other questions for anybody? Okay, I'll give you guys a chance to leave your questions, and if you're new or have any questions, our team support at reviewly.ai can help you get in and get everything you need to get going from there. If you caught this on YouTube and you want the asset, you want to see, you want access to the brain, you want access to my writing style, it's all in our school community. If you go through the upgrade, if you are looking for it, link them back to this video and tell support what it is, and then they'll be able to help you. If you're on this channel, subscribe. We try to do at least one live a week right now. We do 4 to 7 a month. So we're averaging about 1 a week right now. We have 2 scheduled for next week already. This is our first one this week, but it's my second live training this week from there. And I've got some really cool stuff that I did yesterday in office. We did an offsite where I went and created some content with a client of mine, and the way we did it was really cool, and really it's going to be really powerful to be able to go out there and get them results. So I'll start to share what we're doing and how we're doing that here in the next couple of weeks. It's too soon to give you guys information on that. And if you're watching the video and you want to get started, you're not sure where to start, you want to be able to find us, links are always in the video. But if you go to Agency Starter Kit Kite.video.com. I'll show you how to start to build your own AI marketing agency. It's very beginner friendly. If you go to reviewly.ai/control, you will see, oops, hold on a second. You will see the upgrades that we have right now. We have a zero tech agency plan so you can get your foot in the door, be able to get started and have everything you need. I want to be the voice of reason for you all when you're on here, of like what's doable, what's not doable, right? I don't sell hype. I don't sell the day to day of the I can't, it's like the stuff that goes just to the moon. I would say a little BS and stuff like that that's out there go on YouTube, but like I don't go out there and just sell you guys stuff to sell you stuff. This is stuff that we're working on in our business. When I talk about AI SEO, we have an AI SEO consultant and a team of 4 people on staff for that. We have an SEO team, not an AI SEO, a traditional SEO team of 2 folks. We've got a full-time ads buyer for Google, YouTube, Facebook. We have a full-time social media manager in our agency. Some of these are contractors, some of them are paid contractors on a salary, right? And that doesn't include my cold outreach. It doesn't include our support and dev. So as we talk about what we're doing and what we're building as an agency, as a company, Reviewly, yes, is the core. And part of the reason why it's the core is because reviews are the cornerstone. So we're going to get to this video. We're going to get it up on a site. We're going to talk about the new features and benefits and all that stuff. But the goal is to get them in. And that's what today's video does, is it gets them to go, I'm missing that. I need that. Here's the gap. What closes the gap? The product of the page that I'm on right now. That's what this short little VSL is going to do for you guys. So with that being said, I don't see any more comments in the chat. We're going to wrap it up today. I'm going to start working on your video, and I will talk to each and every one of you on Monday, the 13th of April. I'll give you the time right now. I'm going to put it into the group tomorrow. To Monday and Tuesday will be at 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific US time is what we're going to be doing from there. So with that being said, you're welcome, Owen. Owen said thanks. We'll see each and every one of you guys on Monday. I'll have the video to you by Monday or Tuesday. It will go in the members area. I'll probably actually share it and tease everybody in the school group that it's there. But you will only get it if you paid as part of the program. And that was one of the bonuses that you get. You're welcome, Brad, as well. So with that being said, welcome to all our new agencies. If you're watching this and you want to be an agency, go to our school group. We'll put the link. It's on the channel. It's basically agencystarterkit.com. You'll learn a little bit more. And if you have any questions or anything and you need help, just go to support@reviewly.ai. Tell them who you are, where you found us, what you're looking for, and we will be more than happy to help you. With that being said, I'll talk to you guys all later. Have a great rest of your week and weekend. And it's Masters weekend, so I'm going to put some golf on and start working on your video. Cheers, guys.